Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out what we got for you right now. We have a beautiful station wagon, or as they call it in the UK, they call them, I guess it's Traveller here in this base of this car, but they call them State. Okay, without going round and round, we got a 143 scale resin model Austin Cambridge Traveller. Now, this is the station wagon version of the Austin Cambridge. From my understanding, this is the latest of the Cambridge eras. This is called the A60 era, which was the last one of the Cambridge. They made them between 1961 till 1969. This model, for what I'm reading, was related to the Morris Oxford Series 6. These cars didn't have such a big engine from what I'm seeing. They had a 1.6 and a 1.5 diesel, 3-speed automatic or 4-speed manual. So that's good. At least they give options to automatic. A lot of European cars back in the days didn't want to even know nothing about automatic. So that's good. Um, like I said, this car was also called the A60, and I tell you the truth, I like it. It was an interesting car. I don't know a lot of the history in this model in deep, but I do remember because I own a couple of them. Own, I mean, like in diecast or resin. They have this model like on many different brands or very similar looking. They had a Mazda Morris. They had a Mazda Austin, which is the one that we're looking at right now. Riley. They had a Mazda. I think the Riley had a different grill. Wolseley. I think the Wolseley was the one that I liked the most. But and I'm not sure if I'm missing another brand, but I remember seeing them. Oh, in I also had the one as a resin. I think it's called Vandenplas. Vandenplas. But not as a traveler. I'm talking not as a station wagon. I'm talking about the sedan version. Which I really liked it. I tell you the truth, I like the car. It's a regal, classy looking car. And it's from what I read in some article, they sold very well back in the days. I'm not sure these cars were sold all over the world. I'm sure it must have been sold in Australia and New Zealand. Uh, I cannot recall if this car was sold in North America. I know Austin sold a few models in North America in the past, but I'm not sure about this one. I don't think I ever seen one in person. I tell you the truth. But it's a very classy looking car. I always like the station wagons. I don't know. I like how they they give the best of both worlds. They look classy, but at the same time they're haulers. You could put a lot of stuff in it: family, dogs, luggage. You could go to the supermarket and fill up the. It's a very back in the days you didn't have no SUVs or minivans, so station wagons were the ones that you were depending on having if you have a big family with everything. Really cute car. I like the two-tone color. The car looks exactly how they look in this picture right here. And by the way, before I forget, this is a Neo brand, Resin. Neo brand. Alright guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So, what do you guys think about this car? Do you like it? Do you find them attractive? Well, they're classics, obviously. Did you find them attractive back then? If you are old enough to have seen these cars when they were new, or you've seen these cars when they were used, but not were commonly used, not as a classic. Like probably the 70s and 80s, you probably seen these cars on the road without being considered classics or considered an antique. Nowadays, you want to make sure you take care of them because obviously they're not gonna be produced anymore, and they're hard to find parts and all that story. I love this car. It does remind me of a few other cars I seen. Maybe it was the opposite. Maybe they copied from this model, but I seen a Nissan. I think it was called a Cedric, the station wagon, and it kind of looked like this one. But maybe it's me. The front, I don't know why it gives me a bit of a Peugeot 404 type. But again, back in the 60s, they all had the rounded headlights sticking out. So maybe it's because they all had the same style, more or less. All right, guys, don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. Don't forget to click and subscribe as usual. As I always say, the bell next to the subscribe button will remind you when I'm posting more videos. And let me know in the comments, guys. Have you seen this car in person? I'm guessing the wagon is a bit more um, rare than the regular car because I don't think every brand made the wagon. Maybe just Austin made the wagon model. Not sure. So let me know in the comments and what you guys think about this car. Do you like them? Have you ever drove one of these? All right, guys. So take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.